Namaste, angels. This is my Scorpio full moon reading. We're starting with this card, Beliefs, and I think it fits really well with what Scorpio is all about. Okay, Scorpio energy is all about physical health, our like emotional vulnerability, our innermost desires, sexuality, of course, obsessiveness, compulsion. Sometimes can be attached to like addiction and stuff. And so I think beliefs as to like, how do I say this? Like, for example, there's a huge women's rights, abortion ban, march rally going on not far from my house, like pretty much like a block away from my house right now. And it's all about the beliefs of some versus others, right? And putting an end to, well, for one group, it's about putting an end to the beliefs and rights of a particular group. And for another, for the other side, it's about putting an end to other people sort of intruding and treading upon your person, your physical body, which again, Scorpio also rules. So I think there will be a lot of things culminating and ending maybe on a larger scale like that, and also in our own personal lives, things falling away. So maybe addictions falling away, maybe a belief system about something having to do with one's sexuality or with whom they have a relationship or don't, will come into play. Like, and it could go the other way too. It could be from either side. Like, so say for example, it is against your beliefs to date somebody that is a different race from you, that is older than you, that is younger than you. There's a different, religion or culture or whatever. Those belief systems could be coming to an end and falling away. And you could be deciding that you prefer to be happy, you prefer joy, you prefer to follow your heart, So things like that. Anyway, this card says, similar or clashing belief systems can bring your together. I guess I mean you together. There's a misprint on here. Or keep you apart. And we have fresh start, new opportunity, release the past. This is your second chance. So, it could go with what I was just saying. Like, say, for example, a relationship that didn't work before because of, some kind of funky belief systems and rules, maybe from society or your family members or your friends. And, now you're saying, to hell with that, and you're getting the second opportunity, the second chance to do it over, and follow your heart. We have observe. So if this is really about a relationship, especially, you could actually be watching this person, observing them, maybe on social media and stuff, looking forward to making a move so you can have a new opportunity or fresh start. Or they may be watching you, vice versa. Social media, fascination, curiosity, watching from a distance. And we have marriage. This might be the person that you're interested in really making some sort of serious commitment with, up to and including even marriage, legal partnership, commitment, marital bond, and societal contract. I'll do one more. And it's free will. Choices, decisions, contact, inaction. Action cannot be forced. So it has to be of your free will, has to be of your free choice, has to be of the other person's free choice. So if it's somebody's belief system, is against you, or against what you want them to do, is an opposing view to that, you cannot force them to see things your way if they're unwilling, or to do things your way if they're unwilling. And if anybody had been being forced, feeling that they were stuck in, some life or energy that wasn't really theirs, that was being put upon them by other people, this is a time of breaking out and away from those things, I think, and of breakthrough, transformation. Like Scorpio energy is about transformation, transition into a new cycle. And we have an overall energy of fall. Change is in the air. Your answers arrive in autumn, which would technically be Scorpio season, right? Winter officially begins December 21st. That's the winter solstice. So that would mean that October, November are technically fall, which is October 23rd is the first day of Scorpio. And I think it goes through the 21st of November, if I remember correctly. 21st or 22nd. Anyway, I'm only using this deck. I'm going to do several spreads with this deck. I think the first one will be the one that can be from, any perspective. Well, they all can be from any perspective, single, coupled, all this kind of stuff, but like the individual, but just more of a general spread. I think I'll do that one first. So this is a divine being or couple, it could be individual. Recent past, near future. Maybe I should do the other cross. Well, I already started this one. Is it too late to do the other cross? Everybody likes the other cross too. I'll do the other cross. I'll leave these cards in place. So instead, this will be the recent past. Here's the near future. Here's a message from higher self. This is 3D life. This is the heart of the matter. Here's a love card. And this is the energy going into the next moon cycle, the new moon in Gemini. All right, so I usually like to use 3 cards for this. So I'll go around again. I just went out of order again. I don't know what's up today, but we are going to go with it and see what happens. This is very random. I did not go in order at all just now. Okay, let's go in order. Recent past, near future, higher self, or 5D, 3D life, lower self, heart of the matter, love and relationship, and the next moon phase. And we'll do, is that 3? That's 3. We'll do 1 crossing card here, 1 crossing card here. Again, the overall energy is fall. Recent past. Sacred journey. Understand who you truly are. This journey begins self-discovery. In the recent past, understand that the recent past could be now. I mean, the reading is for 2 weeks. The full moon itself is the 15th for some and the 16th for some. So think sort of like over a period of 2 days, depending upon where you are in the world. I mean, physically located in the world right now. And so recent past can be, recent to the 15th, recent to the 16th, days ago, weeks, maybe a week or 2 ago, or it can be once this 2-week period starts and we're in it, it could be today. Today will be the recent past, next week. You understand? All right, so the next card is surrender, detach, trust, free fall, have faith that all will be well, and solitude, retreat, introspection, silence, go deep within yourself. So, these cards all are very personal, right? A sacred journey is very personal, and it is something to which you need to surrender if you're really going to go through it and do the healing and do the work, as they say. And it does require solitude and introspection. So these make sense together, and that is recent past. Near future. So I guess after some growth, there's offer, a gesture, engagement, wedding. Rejoice in your union. Some sort of offer coming to you. It does not have to be with regard to union. It could be something having to do with business, something contractual, something waiting. But this is Mercury retrograde, so I do want to remind people also that contracts and even relationships, entering them is not necessarily advisable, in terms of astrology. And you may want to hold off on any kind of decisions until after Mercury goes direct, which I think is on my birthday. Wait a minute, I have to look this up now. But from memory, from a long time ago, when I was originally I was shown like numerology around Mercury retrograde, all the sixes and things. I think it might be 613 though. The Mercury goes direct. Now I have to look it up. So anyway, I'm getting all of that from here. There's some kind of offer that is coming to you. It may be offered during the retrograde. Because of that, or for that, you may want to consider whether or not it's a good idea for you to go into contract at that time. Should you decide that it is not, be okay with delaying it until Mercury goes direct. Just because all things are in divine timing. So when the time is right is when you'll go forward. Patience, perseverance, peace. Trust that the divine knows when. And I hadn't even seen this. Did you guys see this? This card, I didn't look at them all before I did this, but this makes sense. Stuck. This is what I was feeling. Block. Third party. Silence. Barrier. Shift your focus to clear the energy. So the block could be, and look how the traffic is backed up. Mercury rules things like this. Traffic, travel, communication. So there could be, in the movement of this offer, there could be some delay. But something is coming, near future. What does your higher self want to say? Masculine. I feel like this is directed to you, like, dear masculine. And maybe like the feminine need not worry about it. Maybe I should pull 3 more cards for us. Because I feel like this is really for you. Masculine. Like you're being spoken to by the divine. Your divine masculine, your twin or soulmate is seeking you. So I guess this could be taken 2 ways. Masculine, your soulmate or twin, as in the divine feminine, could very well be seeking you. That doesn't necessarily mean physically, though. Could be, like energetic, trying to manifest you. And in order to come forward, move forward, reciprocate the energy and pull each other closer, you're going to have to let go of ego. So pride, jealousy, these feelings of self-preservation, which is, self-preservation is important, of course. It's the first rule of nature, but this idea of not considering the feelings or not considering others, that would be impacted, I guess, by your decisions, to the extent that any of us should. I mean, we all should, again, put ourselves first. So I'm not really sure what they mean by this self-preservation, but you are asked to think about others, consider others that are impacted by what you're doing, especially somebody that you feel a romantic pull to, maybe even a love for. Lower your walls, let your guard down. Material world, money, career, status, third dimension. Make your mark. So there's some abundance and luck, I think, growth, expansion coming to the masculine in his regular life as well. I will pull 3 cards just sort of randomly for the feminine, because I do feel like those were for the masculine. So for us, oh wow, okay, marriage, legal partnership, it might be tied to this offer. Legal partnership, commitment, marital bond, and societal contract, feminine. Also, memories, nostalgia, repetition, attachment, reliving the past, let it go. So I'm getting more than one message from this. For one, it could be positive. This person that you're entering a commitment with could be an ex, which would also be par for the course for Mercury retrograde. But even in that case, if you're holding on to like the negative things or like repeating your first relationship, you got to stop that. Like, this is a new opportunity, right? A second chance. So you're not meant to relive or go through the same motions that you went through the first time. You should have learned the lessons if you did the work, right? Learn the lessons, and you did the healing already, which are karmic lessons, and put those things aside and be ready to move forward in a new way. All right, so that's that. And last, for the feminine, from the feminine higher self, we have regret, remorse, life regrets, loss. Start making empowered choices. You know, like they say, what's that saying? That you want your only regret to be like about the stuff you did, not the stuff you didn't do. Like, not because you didn't go for it or whatever. So consider that in your choices as well. Like, for example, somebody could say, I'm not going to get into a relationship with, you know, this person, even, you know, maybe that's your ex, even though, you know, I'm head over heels about them, because back in 1964, XYZ happened, you know, and you will regret that if you continue to move that way. So the guidance is, again, to let go of any negative emotions like regret, resentment, guilt, blame, you know, the inability to forgive and to move on, all those things. Like, the same way he has to let go of ego, you got to let go of these sort of negative emotions. Ego's a negative emotion too, but you know what I mean. All right. So put these back. Why did that happen? Do they want us to see this? Oh, it's forgive. I think they wanted us to see this. Tranquility, peaceful, mind and heart. Freedom from the past. Yes, they definitely wanted us to see that. Okay. Now they let me put them down like a normal person. 3D, lower self. Real life. Travel. Wow. Okay, I got to show you something. Movement, meeting, adventure. Be ready for new experiences. Feminine. Your divine feminine. You. Your divine feminine, you. This is another typo, but at the same time, reading it like that, it's like it's talking to us now. Like, dear you, seeking her twin or soulmate. We are seeking our. I like that this masculine and feminine energy are literally like mirroring each other in the spread. They're seeking you. You're seeking them. And in order to come together with this union, a tie, perhaps in the fall or by the fall, you'll have to, again, let go of the negative emotions we just talked about. And masculine, you'll have to let go of ego and pride and, you know, being worried about being embarrassed, maybe because you're making a return after, you know, being a douche in the past. The last card for the 3D life is sacred space, altar, prayer, candles. Commune with your own divinity. So as part of this energetic reaching out, you may want to set up a sacred space. You may want to light a candle for your divine counterpart. You may want to lay out work with some crystals, lay out some crystals, put them out under the full moon for cleansing and strengthening. And there are other things, other divination tools that, you know, one can work with as well. If you're familiar with them, you know, as they say, smoke them if you got them. You know, speaking of smoke, you may want to light some sort of you know, sage or Palo Santo or cinnamon sticks. You know, all kinds of things, depending on what it is you're trying to accomplish at this altar of yours. Okay. The heart of the matter, we do have ascend. Whoa. Okay, wait till you see what I see. Ascend, expansion, evolution, universal intelligence, stay connected to spirit. Okay. Mirroring. Didn't I just say the masculine and feminine are literally mirroring each other in the spread? Reflection, twin, wholeness, synchronicity abounds. So this is probably thanks to not even the Scorpio moon, but another transit that's occurring simultaneous to this is Jupiter in Aries. Jupiter is all about the expansion and the growth and this reaching higher self. I think that these two transits are working together. So the Scorpio full moon will be allowing us to end some of our compulsive, codependent behaviors and free ourselves. And that will allow us to grow and expand with Jupiter in Aries and to ascend. Okay? And the fact that we're mirroring each other in that space of ascension, we can come together in what? Union. Boom. How do you like that? Reconciliation, eternal love, your twin has come. How awesome is that? Crossing these, however, let's see if it's a good one or a bad one. It's a good one. It's outcome. It's outcome. Results. Conclusion. Ending. You will get the resolution. What's the resolution? Union. Amazing. Specific to love and relationship, as if that wasn't it right there. I don't know what's going to be said here, but let's see. No. The answer to your question is no. Why? Because chaser. This is not healthy energy. So, like, I think it's like, no. Like, don't do this. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Like you were talking to a child. Put that down. Chaser, in pursuit. Convincing, rejection. Let them go and let it be. So this is healthy. This kind of, trying to manifest and sending out love and light to your counterpart, to your soulmate, to your twin flame. Chasing, no. And we have potential as the last card. Fulfillment, risk, achievement. Your potential is limitless. So you could do the right thing, you could do the wrong thing. Crossing that, fresh start. New opportunity, release the past. This is your second chance. So it's like it's all up to you. You could go this route or you could go this route. And going into the next session, phase, major moon transit, we have spring. Your love is blooming and your answers will arrive in spring, which is appropriate. June 13th, if that's when Mercury goes direct, is indeed spring. And certainly, I think it's May 29th through which this full moon goes, if I remember correctly too. I could be wrong about that. But it's 2 weeks, so whatever that amounts to will also certainly be within spring. And we have appreciate. Your twin appreciates you. See the blessings and practice appreciation yourself. Like this. Today I'm grateful. Some people have like journals where they write down what they're thankful for every day. My sister has one. One of my sisters. I have more than one sister. And then the last part is destruction. Tower moment. Unexpected change. New opportunities, which sounds very nice and appropriate for the new moon. So that's in that placement. And this is our first spread. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to take it away and give us another one. I bet this person will want to proofread next time before they make cards. Again, marriage, overall energy, legal partnership, commitment, marital bond, societal contract. And behind that we have regret, also upright, remorse, life regrets, loss. Start making empowered choices so that you don't miss out on things like you know, these kind of new beginnings and potential joyous commitments that could make you happy. All right, this is be the spread from the perspective of the divine masculine. So beginning with the divine feminine, the masculine as it relates to the feminine and this energy here, to himself and to the union or connection as a whole. Overall, what energy the masculine would have the feminine give to the union connection if it were up to him? Like if he could tell her how to feel, what he himself feels like he's bringing to the table, what the universe or God would have each or both, you know, to do toward the union, and what the universe or God wants to actually help us to do, to accomplish, and the energy going to the new moon. With a reminder that our overall energy is marriage. I should put it here. Divine feminine, outcome, results, conclusion, ending. You will get a resolution. So like one way or another, there'll be some sort of closure, some sort of answer. Masculine as it relates to the feminine here, mirroring. Okay, this is your outcome. Your masculine is your person, your masculine is mirroring you. Reflection, twin, wholeness, synchronicity abounds. You're going to be seeing a lot of syncs, signs, or there'll be a lot out there. Whether you see them or not will be, you know, dependent upon you actually. But there'll be a lot out there. Synchronicities, signs, things coming in music, in numbers, in words, you know, so pay attention. Masculine as it relates to himself. We've got settling. So some have been settling, and some are settling at the moment. You know, they've been in, like I said, a situation that maybe they didn't want. Maybe it doesn't make them happy. Perhaps because that's what society deemed appropriate for them, or what their family did, or what their friends did, you know, told them was okay. And they went with those beliefs. And now, again, with the Scorpio moon, you know, those sort of false structures, institutions around, you know, belief systems and things collapsing, falling away. Scarcity, insecurity, lack of faith. Believe that you deserve the best. You don't have to settle for something less than, you know, because you think that that's all you deserve, or because you think that that's what, you know, society would have you do, or some other outside external force would have you do. Masculine on the union as it relates to the union or connection as a whole. We have hidden path. So this is for him a detour, because again, he's here, right? A lot of them have been here in like a karmic relationship, you know, as they call it. Even though they're all karmic, technically, if you know the definition of karmic. But they've been with the karmic, right? As like a derogatory term. So to get to the right place, they got to go down this hidden path. Detour. Slow down. Explore and go in a new direction. Overall, we have transformation. Talk about Scorpio energy, right? Breakthrough, reinvention. You're ready for the next level. This is about leveling up. What energy the masculine would have the feminine give to the union connection if it were up to him? Awakening, realization, progress. Your twin is awakening to your connection. So like he wanting you to be more like cognizant and of it and recognizing it and giving it energy. Sending that love, sending that light, even if you're not physically together. Sending like empathy and forgiveness. What he himself is, you know, up to and all about right now, sacred journey. Down this hidden path, it would appear. So like right to you. Understand who you truly are. This journey brings you self-discovery. What the universe wants to help us with, what God wants to help us with, our belief systems. Yeah. Like going with what we want in our heart, in our soul, in our gut, and what we truly believe. And, you know, in some cases that'll be traditional. And in some cases, that's going to be against the grain, and both are okay. Similar or clashing belief systems can bring you together or keep you apart. So God wants, or the universe wants to help us to be together, of course, if we can be, or to be apart from people with whom we don't belong, if we're just settling. And into the new moon, creativity, inspiration, productivity, creation, bring out the greatness within. Let's pull another one for that. I mean, because it could definitely be about co-creation. So what fell away so far is stuck. And the next card that I would pull is self-worth, value, self-esteem, confidence. Be empowered by valuing yourself. So maybe by getting in touch with your own creativities and maybe even working on some creative outlets, you may feel some sort of like, what do they call that? Like writer's block, artist's block, like you can't come up with anything. And in order to do that, you're going to have to go within. Like, this is about like doing introspection and pulling out, how they say, like pulling out from within what it is you want to create, what it is you want to bring into this world, what it is you're trying to grow, what it is you're trying to explain, whether that's your relationship, whether that's something on your own individual path, it's something related to your work, you know, it's more literal for you in terms of the creativity, you really are a painter or, you know, whatever. Pulling that out from deep within yourself. And again, our innermost desires and feelings and compulsions and obsessions and all that stuff are tied to this Scorpio energy. So make use of it. Hey. Overall energy now is lessons, knowledge, understanding. Look for the lesson in the situation. And I feel like this is going to be more like day to day over this period. This last spread will be looking more like looking more at like the now, like our day to day, what's going on around us or what we're doing, like in a more present sense. And present tense, tense sense. So, you know, traditional Queen of Swords spread of 9, beginning with the crowning card for the masculine. Appreciate. Today I'm grateful. Your twin appreciates you. See the blessings. Practice appreciation. Masculine. Surrounding masculine, we have no. The answer to your question is no. And you know what your question is. And in masculine subconscious, we have solitude. So you know that you have to spend some time like with yourself, by yourself, figuring out perhaps the answer to this question, and how to be more appreciative and grateful for the things in your life. Retreat, introspection, silence, go deep within yourself. Crown in the feminine, we have loss of self and identity. Discover your true self again. I definitely, know I've had that experience where you just feel like you're losing yourself, like you're just blending into the crowd or the family or whatever, or becoming sort of invisible, and things are just happening like an exercise Like I do this first, and then I do this next, and then, you know, just very habitual, which is also something that would be ruled by like Scorpio habits and stuff. And then very habitual and not really, you know, like stopping to smell the roses, not really truly existing, you know. So there's that the feminine needs to work on. Surrounding the feminine, we have summer. It's time to see the sunny side. Your answers arrive in summer. And I think that this is more about, you know, like the summer body, and maybe not just the summer body in terms of externally in your physical appearance, but the summer body in terms of you. Again, finding you, rediscovering you, and like, you know, in time for summer, so to speak, as opposed to your answers arrive in summer, but there could be some answers that arrive in summer too. But I'm feeling a strong connection between this card and this card. The summer and the loss. Feminine subconscious, we have rise above. Drama, obstacles, pettiness. Find the strength to rise and not give any energy to any of these things. Which is a really, really good idea during Mercury retrograde. Like if you can just avoid foolishness, do. Crowning, the 2, we have runner. Escape from emotion and confusion. On the run. Well, maybe it is running from those kind of things. Not emotion. We have to deal with our emotions. So definitely, again, the going within and stuff. But confusion, I think it might be a good time to escape from confusion and drama and like foolishness. At the root, we have soulmate, compatibility, companion, your best life partner. And at the heart of the matter, we have control, stagnation, delusion, release the need to control situations. So what does this mean? At the root, we have soulmate. So I'm going to presume it's romantic soulmate, but there are many kinds of soulmates. So if it applies to you in a different way, that's fine. Don't worry about me. And this is this is at the root. So this is what's the driving force behind like these other things that we're going through. Our need to maybe learn to better be grateful and appreciative and in the moment, and not always looking toward the future and what we could have or would have or would do, but the now and what we do have in front of us, or, you know, in our heart. So spending time alone to do to figure those things out, not trying to control your situation or any situations or your emotions, in the sense that you're trying to like avoid them and run from them. Remember I just said like don't run from emotion. It says as a matter of fact, this card says escape from emotions, and I said, well, maybe not that. Yeah. So maybe not that. Dealing with your emotions, not trying to control your emotions in the sense that you're like running from them, but like trying to control the situation and like drive it. Don't do that. Masculine or feminine. If there's any kind of like foolishness like that, like those are the kind of things feminine we have to rise above. Meanwhile, we're also very much focused on ourselves as individuals and just sort of recreating ourselves and rediscovering ourselves. I'll pull an additional one for advice for each. And masculine, yours is union, reconciliation, eternal love. Your time has come. So maybe the answer to your question was, should I stay in this relationship that sucks or move on? Yeah, you know, and the answer was no, you should not. I don't know. You know what I mean? And for the feminine, our card is vibration. Energy and positivity. Raise your vibration to attract what you desire. Again, so that's going to take that going within. So it tells a complete story, the spread. Very nice. Especially with our overall energy here of lessons. Right. So this is how we get there. And you saw the other two spreads to show kind of what the outcome will be from what I can see with my cards. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment if you did. I do appreciate it. Namaste.